What's going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel. So by now you've probably guessed I like myself a little bit of tactic testing. Yes, recently I've started downloading a few FM23 tactics off of places like FM Base and FM Scout, trying to find out what is working early on in this run of FM23. Well, today I think I have found probably one of the best tactics that I have come across in the early part of FM23's release. And once again, I'm turning my attentions to GYRFM. He's a top bloke who puts out some great tactics, and even better, he shares them with the community and lets people like myself have a look at them and then review them, and I can pass it on and tell everybody out there how great of a tactic it is. And today's tactic, as you can see, I have downloaded and put in, and I have run a single season sim with Manchester City, and it has got some fantastic results. We're going to break down the tactic in just a second. We're also going to go through those in possession, out of possession, in transition, and we're going to show you exactly what Manchester City have done in the single season that we have been in charge of them. So let's first break down this tactic and show you what it is. The tactic is called GYR Dynamite FM23. So no point even really trying to work out what it is because it says it on the tin. It's a 4-3-3 that does have some particular positions, but the blender positions really works well in this formation. As you can see, you've got a DM, you've got a BBM, you've got a Mazzala in the middle, you've got an IF and an IW on either wing, you've got a fullback and a wing back. So going for a tactic that's a little bit out of left field, but trust me, it works. So let's start off breaking this down then. So we have a sweeper keeper who is set to defend with no instructions. You have the fullback on the left hand side, the wing back on the right hand side on support. You have a centre back on defend, and a ball playing defender also set to defend. So at this point in the video, obviously, if you need to pause it and write these down, take the instructions, port them across to different versions of the game. You've obviously got the Xbox version, we have got the handheld versions. If any of these tactics, and certainly this one, do work on those versions of the game, don't forget to come back and let me know here. And I'm sure if you find GYRFM on Twitter, he would love to know that his tactic works in those versions of the games too. But let's move forwards up the pitch then. So for that DM, he's on support and he has no instructions. The BBM looks like this. The Mazzala looks like this. The IF on the left hand side looks like this. On the right hand side, we have an inverted winger who looks like this. And at the top of the pitch, we have an advanced forward who looks like this. So it is a custom gegenpress that has been built by GYRFM. The mentality is attacking. In possession looks like this. In transition will look like this. And out of possession will look like this. So as I said, as always, this is a tactic that has been made by GYRFM. All the credit goes to him, and the tactic, as you can see, looks fantastic. Let's see what results it yielded by putting it through its paces in a single season sim with Manchester City. So you can see, in terms of the Premier League, they are Premier League winners with 97 points. They finished runners-up in the Champions League. They won the FA Cup, finished runners-up in the Carabao Cup, and won the Community Shield. So one second, one. Let's start off by looking at the Champions League. How far did they get? They got all the way to the final, where they lost 3-1 to PSG in the final. We show you their route through. For the round of 16, they beat Bayer Leverkusen. Then in the quarterfinals, they beat Real Madrid. In the semi-finals, they beat Chelsea. And then finally, coming up against PSG in the final and losing 3-1. Looking at the FA Cup, they beat Liverpool in the final of that, and they won that game 3-1. In the Carabao Cup, they come up against Manchester United and lost 2-1. And in the Community Shield, at the start of the season, obviously playing against Liverpool, they won 1-0. So let's have a little look at the Premier League then. We go to the overview and the stages. It breaks it down just a little bit more. And you can see across 38 games, they won 32, drew 1, lost 5, scored 124, had 32 against, 92 goal difference and 97 points. Absolutely fantastic stats coming out of that test for Manchester City. If we go back to the profile screen, you can see Erling Haaland bagged himself 50 goals, got an 8.24 average rating, De Bruyne 17 assists, Silva 11 assists. You've got Erling Haaland with 16 Player of the Match awards, Ederson getting 15 clean sheet awards, Cancelo getting 11 yellow cards, and nobody in the bottom three set of stats there. So again, winning the Premier League and absolutely destroying it using Erling Haaland as a battering ram. They finished 16 points clear of Liverpool and much further clear of everybody else. So again, if we go to the competitions tab, you can see they have won 3 trophies in a single season, doing a odd type of treble: League, FA Cup and Community Shield. Do we even count Community Shield? We'll give it to them just because they won it. So again, another fantastic tactic that has been designed by GYRFM. He really does have some fantastic tactics and puts them out in the community for all of us to use. So remember, if you use the tactics, credit the creator, because he really puts a lot of time in, and it really is good for you to show some credit where credit is due. Right, for this one then, I'm going to start to wrap it up there. If you're still here at this point of the video and still listening to me, firstly, a big thank you. Secondly, if you haven't hit the like and subscribe button already, please consider doing so. It helps the channel so much. Also, if you hit the notification bell, you won't miss another video on this channel. We have hints and tips, wonder kids, tactics, let's plays. There's a bit of something for everybody right here on the channel. But for this one, I'm going to leave it there. Thank you for watching. I'll see you on another video soon.